Now we go to Florida and some big news there. The Florida Governor Rick Scott just signed a new school safety bill into law while standing next to some of the parents of Stoneman Douglas High School, some of the shooting victims. Among some of the sweeping changes in this now law, it raises the age to purchase a firearm from 18 to 21, requires a 3-day waiting period, bans bump stocks, and has more mental health protections. But when it comes to arming teachers, this is what the governor said.
There are things in this bill that I oppose, and I've been pretty open about that. I still think law enforcement officers should be the ones to protect our schools. I've heard all the arguments for teachers to be armed, and while this bill was significantly changed on this topic, I am still not persuaded. I am glad, however, that the plan in this bill is not mandatory, which means it will be up to locally elected officials.
So let's start there with my friend, CNN political commentator Van Jones, host of the Van Jones Show, and we'll get all into your big guest this weekend. But Van, I wanted to start on what we just heard out of Florida. I mean, this is a big, big deal. The fact that this new law flies in the face with so much of what the NRA stands for, especially that moving the age from 18 to 21. This is a Republican governor. This is a Republican, majority state House and state Senate. Is this progress?
I think it is progress, and obviously the people who want more aren't going to be satisfied. But there's some stuff in there that people didn't like. On stuff like this, you're always going to have some stuff that should be in there that's not, stuff that's not in there that should be. But this is progress, and listen, how many times do we sit here? You're in tears. You're talking to somebody in tears. Year after year, month after month, incident after incident, and nothing got passed. Nothing got passed. No, not one bill got passed. And so the idea that now the seal has been broken. The NRA can say we do not want something to happen, and a Republican governor can say it is going to happen. And guess what? We're still here. The world hasn't come to an end. That means other governors can also step up, and we can start trying to figure stuff out. Let me just say one more thing. I don't know if any of these things will make a difference or not, but that's the problem. After 10 years of this, we should have a lot of experiments that have been going on in this state, in that state, in the federal level, trying to figure out how to get the violence down. The NRA has essentially stopped all progress. So there's no ability for us to do anything to figure out what might work. If it turns out this bill doesn't work or has some negative consequences, you can change it, you can amend it. That's called democracy. But you can't pass any bill ever. That's not democracy.